So this one we have one. Interrogation to begin. I know I said that completely wrong. We also have another one at MCDC. So we can interrogate someone, which kind of, I mean, this sounds interesting. This gets us the secrets of what's going on here. We are going to hard cop, good cop.
Good cop, hard cop.
You're not going to be a chill cop.
Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
See what this guy has to say about Grant and what he's doing.
Chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, 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 Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver.
They gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver.
Tapped the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the
The
world?
chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'm asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The expression on Beck and Lucas' faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I never need another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance. What? I don't even...
Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You tied me down. How on earth can I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Jupiter. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Grant. Grant.
Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gotta help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good lord.
Head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where
Faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operational Spark Plug?
That, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Oh, we know Grant's going to the source, whatever that is.
Grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What do you say about the source? It's where the town began. We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push him any further. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It's got all set up for the festival. Now the tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If any information about the source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. That's fine. It's probably true. Just a little bit, but I can translate. I don't mind. It's a Sims 4. I feel like any language is kind of like The Sims, where you know that they're talking, but you don't understand. Fearless Spraka. Fearless Spraka. Too many words. Too many languages. Aren't you a little young to be a librarian? Oh, Kato helps out so much, eventually they'll give him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Mrs. Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? Jackinden. It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more can a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you? We need a favor. I've already told you and Rolo. I can't put you any higher on the waiting list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conduct. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sort of don't know. What you got on history of the town? There is a county record archives. What's in those? Birth, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they all go way back to the town where the town was founded. Guess we'll start there.
Chapter 8, 6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr.
I think my
Oliver's
favorite one
utterance.
is probably 5 Dates.
Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos.
What in the world is this?
Gran was the
Is this an
only
ending?
person he had
Nah,
left.
it's another chapter.
He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
Can't think of any more on top of my head. If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. Gotta keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those death records. Rolo Koto lives a full and wonderful life. Till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears. It is interesting.
An assertive nod.
So, if you got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be a boring county records that'll kill you. I'll put you in the obituary myself.
Muttered under his breath.
Your county record. Really? That's the best you got? Well, I'm done with you. You'll be the footnote into history. Just like
Slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
Hartford here. Love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a moment
Tickled the back of
and...
Luca's mind.
Wait. What was that name back? In the obituary? Jay Hartford. From Brooklyn Tribute 20 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? Jay Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartfords. Maybe there were 2 Jay Hartfords. Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Oh, this is getting creepy. Is our grandmother dead? Your grandmother is 6 foot under, 3 towns over. And who am I living with?
Question hung in the air.
This game is getting more and more confusing because I have no idea what's going on and I've died at least 7 times. And I just want to know what's going on. Alright game, I gotta close up for the notes.
Rubbed her eyes.
Almost 10. Oh, Paul's gonna kill me. Yeah, I don't know why the penguin has human arms. I mean, they all have like fingers, but normally it matches their tones, so that's kind of weird. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Oh, let's meet up as early as we can on the festival tomorrow. What are we gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something. Can't be worse than that dead body we saw. But yeah, that penguin, I never even realized, but we haven't really talked to him very much.
If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. Of
Interessant.
course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement.
Yeah, we'll just forget about him.
Dealing with him would be the first order of business.
Plot twist. He's a human dressed up like a penguin.
Luca shook out his arms
I
to
mean, I
protect
wouldn't be
Bruce before
surprised.
entering.
But they're all animals, so I'd hope he's a penguin. But honestly, it wouldn't
Held perfectly
be a
still,
bad
peppering his
plot
breath.
twist with all these other
Listen closely.
ones that we're getting. Oh, Grant's actually by the fire.
His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Alright, let's go find the basement to our secret house that we didn't even know about. He's gone! Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Well, we don't have to worry about him. Maybe he woke up and escaped from his bindings and left without a trace.
Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned.
Maybe we should go eat some food.
Realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I don't think that's food. I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
Lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncred. Hehehe. Oh, okay. Now I can think. So if Gran knows we're all tied up, Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. And if she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was finished. So we just go to sleep. And hope nobody notices the door is open. Oh, she's gone. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool. She doesn't know we're home. Maybe she's out doing stuff.
Stare, the emotion of the day dragged heavily.
I mean,
on him.
Gran can't kill me, can she?
With each consecutive step, his
I'd
pace
hope not.
weakened. His stride began to falter.
I've just been told.
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself.
I'm so
Something was
dead.
wrong.
Come on, Lakes. There's a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
Have I been poisoned because of the jam?
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground.
Oh no.
Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The gym? Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Grandma? Rest now and let me handle everything. Okay, maybe it's just sleeping stuff. Chapter 9?
Chapter 9.
I'm getting further.
A speech to end all speeches.
This has to be the
Luca
last
found
chapter.
himself face down in bed.
I don't know how many like pages this book
He
has.
moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncred?
Because he's a creepy old man. That's why. He is
Shooting
creepy.
questions from
I don't
his
like him.
woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
Ermos Gain. Gavik. The festival! I gotta go. I don't know what time it is. I don't even know if we can read. I mean, actually, I think he can read time because he's supposed to be like 10 to 13 years old. Oh yeah, it looks like a cute little game, but I've died at least 7 times. And this game is like such a horror, like elements in here that you would never have thought of it. Where have you been? Graham put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspiracies. Not this one. This one, the one intended for Mr. Nuncred. Happy Tree Friends 2.0. I don't think I've heard of that one if it's the game. But it might be. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Sly Devil? Oh, we got Sly. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is loafing around waiting. Oh. You know, maybe I'll just leave it as is. It sounds like an okay thing, but if it's anything like this game but worse, then, you know, I'll see. What speech? Maybe Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. Okay, it's okay, but it's still probably creepy. No, maybe I'll check it out. Can't be worse than the back rooms. I would hope not, but you never know. Ow, is this thing? Hello, Beacon Points. I am Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment. Alright, hopefully you get some rest. Thanks for stopping by, Crows. I enjoy your company as always. I want to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is without my father, Sharper Valentines. So I thought we'd begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. That is kind of pathetic. Even that's more than the old cogger deserved. Hydrate? Right, where was I?
Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
Hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. Oh my god, these people are so sad. What a great turnout. Oh heck, I didn't prepare anything. I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards.
Can we burn this guy? For ya. Where's the music coming from? Community, convention, commitment. These are the three things we celebrate at PH. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's unavoidable and undeniable. And I am daggum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all here today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A small business trip which brought me to a small town which would forever change my life.
Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
Wiped away a single tear.
From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. And to see that people of this town deserve, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
Thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment, change.
Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And PH is a community first and foremost.
Methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
Is this where the whole world gets on fire? The only way to make it through the foul harvest was an unshakable convention. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. PH was founded on the convention that we are the horizon. The festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
This began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am pickled pink that we all be making that choice together. How great is it? Just imagine what we could accomplish. Is this where the world goes frozen? What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't gonna ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
He flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all my travels, I've learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with happy heart that I proclaim
Raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits. This is where the world gets frozen. Well, at least we're not alone in our treehouse this time.
Moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd.
Still have no idea
Instantly
if the
everyone
source
and
is causing
everything
that.
it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
It's a bad ending.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything!
I know, it sucks.
Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
No, we can't do that.
No, I don't mean that.
Das ist keine Ende.
We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again.
Ich weiß es nicht.
Please.
Alright. Nochmal once again. Alright, we can do Sly again here, which I'm tempted to do. Because it looks like this might be the right pathway to continue. So we're back in the interrogation room. We're going to be a Sly cop this time. We're not going to be hard on the guy.
Run the classic good cop. Sly.
Maybe we'll know more about the town.
Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Ooh, Beck's doing it this time. It's not
In
bad.
a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
Huh? What's going on here? You're that Modewell girl. Please call me Beck. Sorry about all this.
Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been some mix-up. You see, I'm down here for some reason. For the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Grand. This was gonna be easy.
You know, Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkflow has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child. What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a child? Die Kinder. I suppose that makes
Mr.
sense.
Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this
Mr.
town.
Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Beck twirled her
to
hand, as if to prompt
You
Mr. Tolliver
know.
to finish her thought.
destroy the
Beck
evidence.
shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yeah, the old gal is nothing if not through.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her though. If anyone were to find out that we're gonna destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Was on a roll now, playing Mr.
Is the
Tolliver
source what's causing it to be frozen? Sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good, but there's one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while stocking the candy shelves, and wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phase in PH transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a
Goodbye.
shrug, he
Auf
continued up the
Wiedersehen.
stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch that? Sure did. The whole time Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf, but all he ever sells is apples.
Blinked
It's probably
slowly
candy
in
apples.
disappointment.
The password, Rolo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll have a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy show. Fine. In the meantime, I got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it
Beck
seems.
marked each scrap of paper.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. We have another word for underground. Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those, each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21. N would be 14. D would be... Ooh. It's an anagram. Nun Creek's drugstore.
Looked at Rolo with amazement.
I mean, that actually fits. That was incredible. Well, it's either that or crude nude rug store. Yeah, I think you were right the first time. But how did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Let's go to the drugstore. This can't get me killed, right? Who are you? I don't know if I know you. Oh, it's a diner. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. Alright, we're going to the drugstore. I guess the festival ended. Not that it was too important. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with paperwork. Work? You? I had a few more ideas to lock down for the festival. Well, what do you have to report? What is this Inspirited Town Festival really about? I think
Looked around nervously.
Mr. Cree really does want to do something good for our town. He's actually a pretty nice guy if you spend more time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you can make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Crew and PH true intentions are with this town. But we have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Harris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but promise. Miss Cree comes here and offers to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. This is just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When all this inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Mrs. Cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. The town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus. But you will always be a Gus. Good night, Harris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. Don't mind us. It's getting late, children. I know, we got to pick up late night candies or something. Just have a hunger. I'm hungry. Leave me alone. Who is outside at a time like this?
Solomon stood proudly.
Solomon! The little child.
Holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Ew. I mean, if you like licorice, go ahead. Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still here? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we had an arrangement.
Shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes the small pleasures in life, though we might always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confliction. Oh yeah, I guess. I like sour gops. I'm certainly you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed keeps licorice in stock. We must eat enough of it so to make it worthwhile. There are so many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold, hard cash. For others, it's probably licorice. Well, he's right, it's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. I know this is a clue. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncred, no. It's a secret.
Tapped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
This is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinking keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Crude nude rug store. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Can they all fit in there? Alright, let's see.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we're falling.
Dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Ooh.
The air was stuck
So somewhere new.
and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduct from Hank Atomic issue number 12 was real? Well, at one point or another, you said that about every technology ever discussed in those comic books. That's why I'm such a good predictor. It looks like each of these things has something written on it. Is one of them the source? Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. The town is all farm and fertilizer, and a series of tubes. Paul always says if you can trust a miner, you can trust a miner up to the point where they hit goals. Not sure how wisdom applies to exact situation. The thing about Paul, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. PH main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine's Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would PH have a tube going to the old Valentine's place? This is starting to feel like something big. Oh, this suit has a broken mask. We found our Mister's Warehouse Creeper. We at least found their hazmat suit. It looks like Nuncreed, and if it walks like Nuncreed and talks like Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Nuncreed is our mask man. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I read enough to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Those hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Rolo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even move yet. What was that? Hide. Where? There's nowhere but weird tubes down here. Let's get back. Someone's coming. Shit. Wow, awesome! You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's not matter. If I keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our own skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. That all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Wait. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know your father and I were friends back
Jess
before
returned the strange tubes.
all this. That's a lie. It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Oh my goodness. Yep, total sidekicks.
Without a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us, says he got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand, and he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it was a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Well, wait. Walt loved being Rice's and almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
Shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Is this the point of the sob story? No, not really. Just an old man trying to delay what needs to be doing.
Creed took a menacing step towards the children.
I think I'm dead. I need to keep you safe. I try to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know. My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right underneath your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival. Why would she?
Color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground layer we busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She got maps, explosives, bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's gonna do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now she's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a mask with the mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain, but why would...
Jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
The source! She knows about the source. What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could calcite and... Dear God, she's gonna freeze us all. That's why it freezes, because of what she's doing. You all need to run. Run where? Away. Far, far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. That didn't go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. You good? Yep. I love this town.
Chapter 8.
So it freezes because of what Juniper's doing that does some type of interaction, reaction, and destroys it all.
The cold, hard truth.
Are we gonna freeze?
Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth.
Okay.
Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Where? New location. Look how Nuncreed is in here. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. Doesn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did you all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone want to blow something out here? The only way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. First thing first, are there any special things? Can't go that way. I love to hear the crunch of the snow. It's so cool. Hello. Just crunch, crunch, crunch. This is making me cold. It's a town. Oh, this is starting to feel really familiar. It may not be the most well-versed of all things. Beacon Pines, but this does look like something out of a frozen replica of town. Oh, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien, Rollo. Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go again. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective kills us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me. But you were so much lost. But you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. It does look like our town, though.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which
Oh no.
the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you're thinking, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you'll doom this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators? Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this minute.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandmother, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Back held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over the torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, do you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Winced with anguish. His voice
You killed our father? It's not true.
now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change. Very convenient that your way just happens to lie in your pocket. No, that's not fair.
At each other, both catching their breath. emotions and memories. Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
I guess we're crying. That's all I can
In
do.
stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This will all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything will go back to normal. I promise.
Stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness. She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Finish. The ground shook her to silence.
Now we're all frozen again. Dang it.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers.
So I think we know the secrets. We know everything.
The end.
I just don't know how it ends properly.
That was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
True.
Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
And prevent it from happening.